Hello people around the world, it's Saturday 15th of November 2008. Well, just when you thought calm had reamed itself back into the markets and the economy, things have now stepped up a notch. So that is the reason for this update. In fact, a few more of what I've been talking about in the last couple of videos has actually come into fruition as we speak, and it really is amazing how fast things have been playing out, and it's really hard for me to keep up. Last night as the Dow opened, I stayed up and watched it. It was all over the place, up 300 points and then down 500 points, like a yo-yo, but actually finished up way down, something like 300 points down. People keep saying that 8,000 now, every time the market gets to 8,000 there's a new low, the market bounces up, and the Dow bottom has been locked in at 8,000 level. Don't believe the people that are saying this. We are going lower, much lower. Gold is back up and holding at $742 an ounce. Oil down a little bit at $57 a barrel. And people are still living in La La Land. Probably not my subscribers, not the people that watch my channel, but they're living in La La Land. They think when the market bottoms, there's going to be a sharp increase, and things will go right back up to Dow 10,000. Dow 11,000. Well, I'm sorry to say, Mr. 401k holder, it's not going to be a walk in the park, and it don't work like that. We are dealing with a crisis that has never been seen before, on exponential proportions. People don't realize it will take at least a few years for a proper recovery on market, and probably a lot longer in the real economy in that sense, maybe even longer. And with all that said, the dollar is doomed. In fact, I haven't really given my exact thoughts, but from all this bailing out and printing off of money, I initially saw the dollar going down from maybe 30%. But we can say that now the dollar is doomed. In that case, I'll give my worst case scenario is probably going to play out now, and I see the dollar eventually going down to like 10 or 15 cents, bottoming out, but eventually by then they'll have to bring in some sort of new currency, and that'll come in soon. If you remember me talking about retail sales, well, last night retail sales came out just as my nightmare thoughts came true. October retail sales were down minus 2.4%, a record in more than 7 years. But wait, there's more. We haven't even had Christmas yet. This has only just started, people. Things are going to intensify. Some of these retail shops will get hit hard. Food this Christmas will be more important than getting, the latest mobile phone, the latest computer gadget or gimmick. It's going to be a hellish winter. I've been saying this. Some of these malls will eventually become like ghost towns. Minimal people will be coming and going. People that are foreclosed and kicked out of the house, squatters, will try to use these malls as a quiet place to sleep at night. People won't feel safe in these so-called tent cities that are springing up all over the place. So yes, the problem is with the market crumbling because of investments and 401ks, but it's really going to hit people in Main Street. While the government lies, Ben Bernanke, Henry Paulson lie at the same time to get down on the knees and beg for money to help bailing out their rich, corrupt friends on Wall Street. They don't need it. They don't deserve it. It's a little person on the street, forced out in the street, that needs the money. Give them $20,000, $30,000, $40,000, Mr. Ben Bernanke, for their foreclosed house. That's who really needs it. Main Street, not Wall Street. If you have been watching this channel, I have been talking a lot about credit cards lately. As consumers, we've been living off credit for a long time, and the gimmick's up. It's a big problem here in Australia, but I can go on about it, but it's only just hit the headlines and mainstream media right now. It's not looking pretty, and the American Express in trouble. They're looking like they have to split up, and they might even make American Express become a bank. This is a huge, terrible mess, and it's going to get uglier and uglier and uglier as we move forward. Expect some other bigger news from bigger credit card companies that will be released further on down the track. GM Motors in trouble. You're talking about a company that is on the verge of collapse. I say let them collapse. It will cost less to let them collapse than to try and save them, because they are toast anyway. Been in business hundreds of years. Absolutely horrible. You try to save them, you try to spend money, they're still going to go down the plug hole anyway. So yeah, good luck on that one, Mr. Ben Bernanke. Now another key important element today is the G20 summit. Let's just talk a minute for that, because they're dealing with all these issues: bankruptcies, fraud, bailouts, loan out deals, 401ks, the list goes on, which is going to be a hot topic. These 401ks are going to be a hot topic next month and early into 2009. There's probably going to be a major rally next week until everyone realizes what these guys are up to. My best guess is that with the G20 meeting this weekend, they will announce something possibly fairly significant. I don't know what that is, and maybe it's pretty big news from what it seems, but I would guess that if they announce something major, it will be enthusiastically received on Monday morning when the market opens. However, as soon as the real deeper meaning of this G20 sinks in, and like I said, I'm not sure yet at just what that is, there's going to be possibly a sharper decline on market. We head back down. The market is so volatile at the moment, and like I said to you, they don't want a crash scenario, they want a meltdown. Lots of big ups, then back down we go. That's how all this will keep playing out until we hit a bottom. And like I said, 8,000, unfortunately, I hate to crack it to you, is not the bottom of the market. There have been a lot of people asking what my email is. If you'd like help with anything, that email is financial911@gmail.com. financial911@gmail.com. This is MySpace Secret signing off for now. But before I go, remember, do not spend a penny more than you can afford. Remember food first and water. Keep vigilant. There'll be more updates to come. God bless and have a good day.